Hello everyone. Today we start a new module number 2, masonry construction. And today we discuss about the masonry, types of masonry or a classification of the masonry and some of the important definition regarding the masonry work. In this first lecture, today we discuss about masonry. So first we start what is masonry. Masonry may be defined as a construction of a building unit bonded together with mortar. The building unit commonly known as a masonry unit and these may be stone, brick or precast concrete block are used in a masonry work. So in a generally nowadays we use a precast concrete blocks. So this type of the concrete block is in a light in a weight and this type of the block is used in a high-rise building because light in weight and also strength is higher as compared to stone or brick. So now we classify the masonry work. So masonry work is divided into three parts. First is a stone masonry, second is a brick masonry, and third one is a hollow concrete block masonry. So one by one we discuss. First is a stone masonry. So in a stone masonry we generally use the stone as a masonry work. The construction of the stone bonded together with a mortar is termed as a stone masonry. And where the stone are available in a abundance in nature on cutting and dressing or in a proper shape and they are provided as a economical material for the construction of various building components such as a wall, column, footing, arc, lintel, beam, etc. So like one of the example like in a Rajasthan area stone is easily available and in a low cost. So at that area particular that area we use a stone as a masonry work and we easily cut them, polish them, and then after dressing them and we make a stone as a masonry. Now here some of the technical word used in a stone masonry. So one by one we discuss all the technical terms. So first is a technical is a face. So what is face? The exterior of the wall exposed to weather is called a face. કે જે તમે બહારની સાઈડ જે દિવાલ તમને દેખાશે એની ઉપર જે સ્ટોન લગાવેલા છે એને કહેવાશે સ્ટોન મેશનરીનું ફેસ. Next is a facing. The exterior of the wall exposed to weather is called a face. The material used in the face is called a facing. કે જે મટીરિયલ તમે યુઝ કરશો બહારની સાઈડ કે જે વેધરની ટચમાં છે એને ફેસ કહેવાશે અને જે મટીરિયલ એની અંદર યુઝ થશે એ મટીરિયલને કહેવાશે ફેસિંગ. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ અ બેકિંગ. સો વોટ ઇઝ બેક? Back is the inner surface of the wall which is not exposed to the weather is called a back. मतलब કે ઇનર સાઈડની જે વોલ છે વોલમાં બે પાર્ટ પડશે એક્સટિરિયર એન્ડ ઇન્ટિરિયર. તો અંદરની સાઈડની વોલનો જે ભાગ છે એને કહેવાશે બેક. નાઉ બેકિંગ ઇઝ ધ મટીરિયલ યુઝ ફોર ધી ફોર્મિંગ ઓફ ધી બેક ઇઝ નોન એઝ અ બેકિંગ. તો જે અંદરની સાઈડનું મટીરિયલ છે એ બનાવવા માટે જે મટીરિયલ યુઝ થશે એને કહેવાશે બેકિંગ. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ હર્ટિંગ. ધ ઇનર પોર્શન ઓફ ધી વોલ બિટવીન ધી ફેસ એન્ડ બેક ઇઝ નોન એઝ અ હર્ટિંગ. તો અહીંયા આગળ તમને ઓરેન્જ કલરથી હાઇલાઇટ કરીને બતાવેલ છે કે હર્ટિંગ કોને કહેવાય કે જે બહારની સાઈડ પણ નહીં અને અંદરની સાઈડ પણ નહીં. તો એ રીતના વચ્ચેનું જે મટીરિયલ ફિલઅપ કરવામાં આવે એને કહેવાશે હર્ટિંગ. તો અહીંયા આગળ તમે જોઈ શકો છો કે ઓરેન્જ કલરથી હાઇલાઇટ કરેલું છે. તો હર્ટિંગની અંદર જે નાના નાના સ્ટોન છે ફેસ ઉપર મોટા સ્ટોન આવશે અને અંદરની સાઈડ નાના સ્ટોન આવશે. નેક્સ્ટ આવશે થ્રુ સ્ટોન. સો ઇન અ થ્રુ સ્ટોન masonry work sometime one piece or one or two piece put at a regular interval are placed across the wall is known as a through stone, and these stone increase the bonding capacity in between the facing and backing and the through stone are also known as a stone header. તો અહીંયા આગળ તમે જોઈ શકો છો ફિગરની અંદર કે ગ્રીન કલર પોર્શન શો ધી થ્રુ સ્ટોન and through stone is in a large size and cover the entire wall layer. So here through stone bonding the inner and outer face, and these through stone put at a regular interval. Next is a joint. So what is joint? It is the junction of two or more brick or a stone in a wall construction. So here exactly you seen in a figure, joint કોને કહેવાય કે જ્યારે બે સ્ટોન અથવા બ્રિક એકબીજાને કોઈ મટીરિયલથી કનેક્ટ કરવામાં આવે અથવા જોઈન્ટ કરવામાં આવે તો એ જંક્શનને કહેવાશે જોઈન્ટ્સ. Next is a course. A course is a horizontal layer of the brick or stone in a wall. So see this figure here, number of the design is seen. So all the layers brick or stone use in a wall and put a one above the another and prepare a masonry work. So it's called a course. Now next is a corbel. So corbel is short stone cantilever cutting from a face of the wall to form a bearing is known as corbel. So corbel is generally you seen in a temple. So in a temple you see exactly corbel to support the cantilever area. Next is a cornice, a projection which crown a wall. Any horizontal division of a wall or an architectural features is known as a cornice. So cornice is generally in a designing shape and also used for the attractive purpose. Next is a frieze. It is the core stone provided immediately below the cornice is known as a frieze. So here see this figure. In this figure yellow color highlighted is a frieze. So frieze is generally provided below the cornice. Now next is a coping. So what is coping? So it is the covering of a stone or brick placed on the top of the external wall or a parapet wall to prevent the seepage of water through the joint is known as a coping. તો અહીંયા આગળ તમે ફિગરની અંદર જોઈ શકશો કે જે વરસાદનું પાણી છે એ તમારી બ્રિકની અંદર ઉતરે નહીં, બ્રિકની અંદર જાય નહીં. એક્સટર્નલ વોલ હોય અથવા પેરાફિટ વોલ હોય તો જે મકાનની આજુબાજુની કમ્પાઉન્ડ વોલ છે તો એની ઉપર તમારે કોપિંગ મૂકવું પડે. તો કોપિંગ મૂકવાથી શું થશે કે જે વરસાદનું પાણી છે એ અંદર સીપેજ નહીં થાય. ક્લિયર? નેક્સ્ટ આવશે યુઝ ઓફ ધી સ્ટોન. સો હિયર there are number of the uses, so one by one we discuss. Building, first use is in a building construction as a foundation, wall, pier, pillars and architectural work. Second is a lintel, beam arches and dome, etc. Third one is a roofs and roof covering. Fourth use is a cladding work. Fifth one use is a dam, lighthouse and monumental structural. And sixth one is a paving jobs. And seventh one is a railway ballast and blackboard and electrical switch. So generally maximum use of the stone in a railway work. Now next is a general principle of the stone work. The stone to be used for a stone masonry should be hard, tough and durable, and the pressure acting on a stone should be vertical, and the stone should be perfectly dressed as per the requirement, and the hard and bond stone together should not be dumbbell shape in order to obtain uniform distribution load under the end of girder, roof truss, etc. Large flat stone should be used. Next is the mortar to be used for the stone masonry should be good quality and in a specified phase. Next is the construction of stone masonry should be raised uniformly. Next is the plumb bob should be used for to check a vertical or erected wall, and the masonry section should always be designed to take a compression and not the tensile stress. The masonry work should be perfectly cured after the completion of the work for a 2 to 3 weeks. So here these are the general principle, and as far as possible broken stone or a small stone chip should not be used in a masonry work. And next is a durable scaffolding should not be used for a working at a higher level. And the masonry hutting should be properly packed with a mortar and chip if is necessary to avoid hollows. The properly wetted stone should be used to avoid mortar moisture being sucked. Now selection, next is a selection of the stone masonry. So here availability of the stone, next is a easy of working, third one is a appearance, fourth one is a strength, and fifth one is a polishing characteristic. So these five things are compulsory required for this select stone in a masonry work. So first we discuss availability of the stone. So the stone used masonry should be easily available from nearby sources. So as we discuss, as a like example like Rajasthan area. So in the Rajasthan area, stone is easily available from nearby sources, and we use this stone easily by cutting, polishing, and finishing and dressing. Next is the easy of working. So the stone should be permitted as a easy of dressing, shaping to facilitate the working on it easily. So here we selected stone for a masonry work is easily cut or dress. So it is easy for us to handle the stone for a masonry work. Next is the appearance. So appearance is a important point in a stone masonry work. So the appearance of the stone should be attractive and color should be uniform color. So sometimes we use the different color of the stone available in the market, and as per the knowledge and as per the strength and as per the our attractive view, we select a stone for the good appearance. Next is a strength. The crushing strength of the stone should be permit the use of the stone in a wall masonry. So what is crushing strength? In a crushing strength is a vertically load is applied on a stone, and at the load stone is damaged or break the stone. So this strength is called a crushing strength. So here we use the stone crushing strength is a higher strength. Next is a polishing characteristic. So the stone is a well polished should look to attractive with a shining texture. Now after completion of the brickwork, we polish the stone for the shining purpose. So here generally polish is required for the attractive look purpose. Now next is in a stone masonry, some of the material is required for bonding of the all the stone with each other, and your work is prepared as strong as possible. So here two type of the material is used for the stone masonry. So first one is a mortar and second one is a stone. So one by one we discuss about on it. So what is mortar? When a binding material, a fine aggregate and water are mixed with together in a suitable proportion, they form an easily workable paste which is termed as a mortar. And a binding material like a fine and coarse aggregate and are mixed in a suitable proportion, they form an easily workable mix which is termed as a plastic or a wet green concrete. So here mortar is divided into two parts. First is a cement mortar and second one is a lime mortar. So we discuss about the cement mortar. The paste is prepared by mixing of the cement, sand and in a suitable proportion in addition of the water. The general proportion is 1 part of the cement and 2 to 8 part of the sand. But this sand is clean and free from the stones, and this mortar must be used within in a half an hour after adding the water. And also we use this mortar before initial setting time of the cement. This type of the mortar is used for all the engineering work where high strength is desired, such as a load bearing wall, deep foundation and flooring or footings. Now next type of the mortar is a lime mortar. The paste is prepared by mixing of the lime and sand or surki. It is suitable proportion in addition of the water is called a lime mortar. If the surki is to be added in a lime mortar, the equal proportion of the sand and surki should be mixed with a lime. These mortar are inferior to cement mortar in strength as well as water tightness. And this mortar should not be used in underground work as they set a presence of carbon dioxide and break up the dampness conditions. So lime mortar is used in a construction above the ground level like exposed positions. Now next is next material is a stone masonry is a stone. So the rock that is removed from the nature of the site and generally cut or dressed and then finished for a building purpose is known as a stone. And the art of the building, the structure with stone are constructional unit is known as a stone masonry. So here there are different type of the stone is available. So one by one we discuss. First is a igneous rock. So igneous rock are formed by cooling the molten lava on or inside the earth surface during the volcanic eruption. The the portion of the lava which come outside the surface cool quickly and form the rock non-crystalline nature is known as a basalt. The rest of the proportion which remain inside the earth undergoes cooling at a slow rate and result in forming in forming of the rock of a crystalline very known as a granite. Next type of the stone is a sedimentary stone. So sedimentary stone are formed by gradually deposition of disintegrated rock, vegetable matter and clay at the bottom of the river, lake or sea. So these are also called satisfactory because these rock are formed in a layer. So limestone and sand stone being of this category of the stone. Next type of the stone is a metamorphic rock. So metamorphic rock are formed from the igneous or sedimentary rock as a result of the action of the earth movement, temperature changes and liquid pressure etc. The resultant mass may have a foliated structure like a slate, uh, sheets, marble, quartz and serpentine. So these are the example of the metamorphic rock. Next is a granite. So it consists of a grains or quartz in a combination with feldspar and mica. These are a hardest type of the stone and difficult to work with, and they are available in various color ranging from the white to green. So these are used for the construction of the step, wall, sills and as a facing or other masonry and also used in a flooring work. Next is a sandstone. So they are made of the quartz cemented by a matrix of silica. They are also certain mica, feldspar and oxide of iron. The color of the sandstone are due to the presence of their mineral items, and they can be worked easily to take a ornamental shape. The texture being coarse and they give a good appearance when used along with a brick masonry. Next type of the stone is a limestone. So these are the calcareous rock and consist of a carbonate of a lime. They are available in a various color and easy to work with, and they are used for the wall, floor and steps etc. Next is a marble. So they are like a limestone or a calcareous rock and consist of carbonate of lime. They are very useful material for a flooring and a monumental structures. The marble are available in a various color and can very good polishes and easily handle and easily cut and easily dress type of the material. Next is a slate. So slate, these are available in a hilly area and metamorphic rock. Generally they have a black in color, and slate can be split in a thin sheet along their bending planes. The most used for the, generally slate is used for the roofing work. Thank you.